most frequently used consonant in the English language is S, partly because of the great many plurals that end with S. The shorthand S is a tiny downward curve that resembles the longhand comma in shape, because in the English language, S often has the sound of Z, as in saves. The same tiny stroke is used to express Z. A very important sound in the English language is A. In Gregg shorthand, A is simply the longhand A, with the final connecting stroke omitted. The circle may be written in either direction. In English, there are many words containing letters that are not pronounced. In Gregg shorthand, these silent letters are omitted. Only the sounds that you actually hear are written. Example, the word say would be written S and A. The Y would not be written because it is not pronounced. The word face would be represented by the shorthand characters F, A, and letter S. The word E would be omitted because it is not pronounced. And the C would be represented by the shorthand S because it is pronounced as S. By omitting silent letters, we save a great deal of writing time. In the word snow, the omitted letter is letter W. In the word main, the omitted letter is letter I. In the word day, the omitted letter is letter Y. In the word aid, the omitted letter is letter I. In the word save, the omitted letter is letter E. And the last, the word ni, the omitted letter is letter K and letter E. With the strokes for S and A, you can form the shorthand outline for the word say. The word say is represented by letter S and letter A. So the stroke for this are the shorthand S and letter A. The next two shorthand strokes you will learn are F and V. The shorthand stroke for letter F is a downward curve, the same shape as S, but it is somewhat longer, approximately half the height of the space between the lines of your shorthand notebook. Example is the word safe. The word safe is represented by letter S, A, and letter F. So, the stroke for this is the shorthand letter S, A, and letter F. Next is the word face. Face is represented by letter F, A, and letter S. So the stroke for this is the shorthand letter F, A, and letter S. Next is the word shapes. Shapes is represented by letter S, A, F, and letter S. So the stroke for this is the shorthand letter S, A, F, and S. The shorthand stroke for V is also a downward curve of the same shape as S and F, but it is very large, approximately the full height of the space between the lines of your shorthand notebook. An example of this is save. The word save is represented by letter S, A, and letter V. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S, A, and letter V. Next is the word vase. Vase is represented by letter V, A, and letter S. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter V, A, and letter S. The last is the word saves. Saves is represented by letter S, A, V, and letter S. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S, A, V, and letter S. Another very important vowel in the English language is letter E. In shorthand, E is represented by a tiny circle. It is simply the longhand E with the two connecting strokes omitted. The circle may be written in either direction. Example of this is the word see. C is represented by letter S and letter E. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S and letter E. Next is the word cease. Cease is represented by letter S, E, and letter S. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S, E, and letter S. Next is the word fee. Fee is represented by letter F and letter E. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter F and letter E. Next is the word fees. Fees is represented by letter F, E, and letter S. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter F, E, and letter S. Next is the word is. Is represented by letter E and letter S. So the stroke for this is the shorthand letter E and letter S. Next is the word easy. Easy is represented by letter E, S, and letter E. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter E, S, and letter E. The shortened stroke for N is a very short word straight line. Example of this is the word seen. Seen is represented by letter S, E, and letter N. So the stroke for this are the shorthand S, E, and letter N. Next is the word sane. Sane is represented by letter S, A, and letter N. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S, A, and letter N. Next is the word vein. Vein is represented by the letter V, A, and letter N. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter V, A, and letter N. Last is the word knee. Knee is represented by letter N and letter E. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter N and letter E. The shorthand stroke for M is a longer forward straight line. Example of this is the word may. May is represented by the letter M and letter A. So the stroke for this are the shorthand letter M and letter A. Next is the word mean. Mean is represented by letter M, E, and letter N. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter M, E, and letter N. Next is the word sim. Sim is represented by letter S, E, and letter M. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S, E, and letter M. Next is the word main. Main is represented by letter M, A, and letter N. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter M, A, and letter N. Next is the word aim. Aim is represented by letter A and letter M. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter A and letter M. And the last is the word same. Same is represented by letter S, A, and letter M. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter S, A, and letter M. The shortened stroke for T is a short upward straight line. Example of this is the word it. It is represented by letter E and letter T. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter E and letter T. Next is the word knit. Knit is represented by letter N, E, and letter T. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter N, E, and letter T. Next is the word meet. Meet is represented by letter M, E, and letter T. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter M, E, and letter T. Next is the word T. The word T is represented by letter T and letter E. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter T and letter E. The shortened stroke for D is a longer upward straight line. Example of this is the word aid. Aid is represented by letter A and letter D. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter A and letter D. Next is the word made. Made is represented by letter M, A, and letter D. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter M, A, and letter D. Next is the word need. Need is represented by letter N, E, and letter D. So, the stroke for this are the shorthand letter N, E, and letter D.